What if the world is slowly moving toward chaos? And what if global rules are breaking down? And think, what if India decide tomorrow's war? Stay with me because the next few minutes I explain where the world is changing. A warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to Closed Letter Analysis. Today we discuss 4 top global geopolitics and current affair news. As we go story by story, I will also ask one important question for you to think about and comment below. Do you think the global system that kept peace after World War II is now collapsing? A major international report has given strong warning that the world is entering what it calls new world disorder. That means global rules, international laws, cooperation between countries are slowly breaking down. For decades, powerful institutions like UN, international courts, and humanitarian law help manage conflicts. But today, wars are increasing, diplomacy is failing, and powerful countries are ignoring rules when it suits them. Look at conflict like Sudan, where millions are facing hunger, displacement, and violence, but the world is unable to respond properly. Aid agencies says they don't have enough money, political support or access to help people. At the same time, weak powers are focused more on competition than cooperation. Countries are choosing sides, forming blocs and using economic pressure and even tariff and military power instead of dialogues. This disorder is dangerous because when rules weaken, strong nations dominate and weak nations suffer more. History shows us that such periods often lead to larger war and humanitarian disaster. This report is warning is clear. If global cooperation does not improve, the world may face more conflict, more refugees, and more instability in the coming years. This report came in yesterday. This is not just a crisis of war, it is a crisis of leadership and trust. Second story came from Venezuela. I ask one question to you. Should powerful countries use military pressure to force political change in other nations? Question is big. The United Nations has increased pressure on Venezuela by tightening control over oil shipment and blocking tariff oil tankers. Venezuela has one of the largest oil reserves in the world, but years of sanctions, tariff and political conflict have badly damaged its economy. The US government wants to weaken President Nicolas Maduro government, accusing it of corruption and human rights abuses. While targeting oil export, the US is hitting Venezuela's main source of income. This move sent a strong geopolitical message to the world, not just to Venezuela, but to other countries watching closely. However, this strategy is risky. First, ordinary Venezuelan citizens suffer the most. Less oil money means fewer jobs, higher prices and deeper poverty. Second, such actions increase tensions in Latin America, where many countries already disrupt US intervention. It may push Venezuela closer to rivals like Russia, China and even Iran. Third, oil market react to such conflict. Even a small disruption can increase global oil price, affecting inflation worldwide. This news shows how energy, geopolitics, and military power are deeply connected with each other, and how one decision can impact millions across borders. What is your opinion? Third major news came from UK. I ask you question again. Can election stay truly free when foreign money and influence enter politics? The United Kingdom has launched serious investigation into foreign interference in its political system after a major scandal involving Russian-linked funding. Authorities are now reviewing how foreign actors may secretly influence politicians, parties, and even public opinion using money, media, and online campaign. This is not just a UK problem. Democracies around the world face similar threats. Foreign interference can happen through first illegal donation, lobbying network, social media manipulation, and disinformation campaign. The goal is simple: divide society, weaken trust in democracy, and influence national decision without fearing a single bullet. What makes this dangerous is that it is often invisible. Voters may not even realize they are being manipulated. The UK's investigation sent a strong message, but it has also risen an uncomfortable truth. Modern war are no longer fight only with tanks and missiles, but with information, money and influence. This news reminds us that democracy need constant protection, not just on election day, but every day by day. Ask you a question. Can India balance a strong global partnership without choosing side? India and Russia are conducting a major joint military exercise called Avlendra 2025 and Indra 2025, involving their air forces. This exercise focuses on advanced flying operations, coordination and defense readiness. It shows that despite global tensions, India and Russia continue strong defense cooperation. This is geopolitically important. On another side, India has growing strategic tie with United States and Western countries. On the other side, Russia remains a key defense partner with decades-long military relations. This is the beauty of India's foreign diplomacy. India's strategy is clear. Strategic autonomy is a power. India does not want to look into one global camp. Instead, it want to work with multiple power based on national interest. However, this balancing act is becoming harder. As global polarization increases, countries are being pressured to choose side. This exercise signal that India will make decisions based on its own security need, not global pressure. It is also shows how military diplomacy is used to send messages without word. Now finally, today's four news may seem different, but they are deeply connected to each other. A weakening global order, a rising power politics, hidden influence in democracies and a strategic military partnership. Together, they point a picture of world at a crossroads. These choices leaders make today will decide whether the future is more stable or more dangerous. Finally, I ask you one question. Which of these four stories do you think is most dangerous for the future of the world and why? Comment in comment box and like the video if this breakdown helped to you, and subscribe for daily faceless geopolitics news and analysis. Thank you.